Before I install my LS6 intake, it's best to use RTV to seal off the knock sensor caps. My races oftentimes include rain, and I don't want any moisture getting inside and killing the knock sensors. To start off, the front steam port gets new gaskets. The steam port bolts are torqued to 106 inch-pounds. The rear steam port is an ITC billet kit. Because this engine will be raced quite a bit, this rear steam vent kit will keep air pockets from forming in the rear of the heads. The rear steam port bolts are torqued to 106 inch-pounds. New foam is installed underneath the intake. This foam reduces noise and vibrations by quite a bit. New intake gaskets are installed. Remove the taped off intake ports. Clean the gasket surfaces. And then check for any possible debris inside the intake ports. The LS6 intake goes on next. Install the intake bolts. Snug down the intake bolts. And then torque down the bolts in 2 passes. The first pass will be 44 inch-pounds, followed by 89 inch-pounds. Install a new throttle body gasket, followed by the stock throttle body. The throttle body bolts get torqued down to 106 inch-pounds. Any open ports are plugged, as I'm not going to use them. The factory map sensor goes in with a new rubber grommet. The injectors are treated with brand new O-rings. I had an injector shop flow all the injectors, and they all flowed within 3% of each other. Some lithium grease helps install the injectors into the fuel rail. The fuel rail is then installed on top of the intake. The fuel rail bolts are installed and torqued to 89 inch-pounds. The injector clips are installed next. Remove the dust cap on the fuel rail Schrader valve. I installed a fitting that converts the Schrader valve to a 1/8 inch MPT. And then a fuel pressure gauge is installed on the end of the fitting. This will allow me to see fuel pressure in the most accurate way. The coil packs are installed, and then the bolts are torqued to 106 inch-pounds. Install the coolant temp sensor with some thread sealant. The passenger side head plug is installed next. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell, and then follow me on Instagram for updates on my LS swap.